Well, hey there, friends, fellow dreamers, gamers, and anybody else. Welcome to the stream. My name's Trev, and this is Clever Trev Gaming. And today I'm going to be streaming exclusively using the PSVR on Dreams on the PSVR, PS4. That's how you say it. And I'm going to be starting a new creation tonight. Right now, what you're seeing is an older creation that I made called Teenage Mutant Ninja Skaters, which is VR compatible. Check that out. But we're not going to be playing that right now. So this will be kind of a tutorial stream, just like a lot of my streams. I'd like to kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm going through it. But this is me right here. I'm Spiders, SPIYDRZ. Give me a follow on Dreams, and maybe I'll follow you back if I like what you got going on your creations. But today I'm going to be starting fresh on a new creation. And the concept of this dream that I'm about to start is essentially it's going to be an underwater creation where you're basically in the depths of the ocean. It's going to be very dark, kind of spooky. There might be some sharks lurking around trying to bite your face off, maybe some pretty little jellyfish and some coral reef. I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to go with it, but all I know is tonight I'm just going to kind of get started on some of the basics, kind of getting the character set up, the movement, the controls, some of the lighting, maybe start working on the ocean floor, stuff like that. So, where to begin? Good question. Well, I think the first place to start is just going to be to put down a VR gadget, well, like a character. And to do that, I'm actually going to, let's see, how do you play this game again? You hit these buttons. I'm going to search, and I'm going to actually go to my recent searches. Sorry, search, recent. And by the way, if the stream all of a sudden just ends without me saying goodbye, it's because it probably crashed on me. Dreams has been crashing a lot on me lately. It's been really frustrating. I've submitted a few error reports to Media Molecule. Hopefully they'll fix it soon. I should probably explain what I'm doing here. So if we go to search, there's this thing called a Shadow Puppet by Media Molecule. This is what I've been kind of using lately. It's a very basic puppet for VR. I'm actually going to put my grid on first just so we get it straight up and down. So Shadow Puppet by Media Molecule. And this puppet doesn't have any, if I go into play mode here, it doesn't have any hands or anything right now. It just shows our imp, which I'll get rid of here soon. There's no jumping. It's a very simple puppet, but eventually we might replace it with something else. But for now, we're going to just keep that as is. And so let's see. So where do I want to start? Maybe we will start with the puppet itself. So like I said, we're going to have a creation that's underwater. So essentially you're going to be swimming around. You can be able to swim up, swim down. And, like I said, it'll be kind of dark and gloomy. So where to begin? Let's just start with our puppet itself. I'm going to bring it up a few notches, just because it's essentially going to be floating around anyway. And if we scope into our puppet here, and we look at our settings here, what I want to do is I'm going to turn the gravity all the way off, almost. I'm actually going to put 1% gravity. And then also I'm going to turn my acceleration down to about 4, and same with my deceleration to about 4. Because if you think when you're underwater, you're not going to be able to move very fast. I'm also going to turn my run speed off, turn my walk speed to about, what's that, 3 and 3. There we go. So now we can kind of tell we're like swimming a little bit. Okay. So we're getting there. Next step. Before I get much further, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to gadgets, and I'm going to throw down a microchip. And this is a good tip for new beginners. If you want to keep your things organized, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this microchip, and I'm going to name it FX Lights lights, music. What am I forgetting? That's good enough for now. And so this microchip, I'm going to put a bunch of my different just kind of global effects on. For example, if we go to our gameplay gear, and if I go to global settings, I'm going to plop that down here. And if I scope into global settings, I'm going to go to my adjust fall heights, and I'm going to turn this all the way up to 100 meters. Basically, that means if you're like sinking or falling, it's not going to kind of reset the scene. So you can pretty much just keep falling infinitely and it won't kind of glitch out. That's all we're going to need for that. And while we're at it, let's go to our, let's wait on that. Well, you know what? Let's put an underwater sound in here. So I'm going to go to mode, sound modes. And if I go to search and I go to sound effects, and I'm going to use the medium molecule sound effects. They have a lot of good ones. And what I'm looking for is ambiances, which is right here. And hopefully there's something that says water. There's water right there. I think that'll be good. Maybe underground. Let's go to water. Shoreline, beach, distant ocean, melting ice, swamp, marshlands. We don't want those. Actually, I think I want underground maybe. Basically, I want something that sounds like we're underwater. None of these are really doing it for me. What am I forgetting? I know there's... Did I do... I know I've found one before that was perfect. Maybe we'll just do this one for now. If I go to play mode. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty quiet, but it kind of sounds like we're underwater. That's good enough for now. Whatever. Alright, so what next? So right now you can't really swim up and down. If I go back to play mode, you can really only move around as you normally would in first person. You can't jump, but I can't go up and I can't go down. So let's change that. So essentially what we're going to do next is essentially modify some of these controls here. So I'm going to scope in to my puppet, and I'm going to scope into my puppet logic. And then before I get any further, I'm going to get my stream going. I haven't got my chat set up here. Sorry if you've been texting me. Get that going. Okay, doesn't look like I missed any messages. That's good. Alright. So what I want to do is essentially assign my R2 button to swim upwards, and I want to assign my L2 button to swim downwards. How do we do that? Well, I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to go to our gadgets, and we're going to go to movers and output, and I'm going to click on a force applier gadget. I'm going to stick that down. And what a force applier does is it kind of pushes things. So essentially it's going to push us up or push us down. So if I scope into a force applier, and I think for now I'm going to set it to scene, so it affects everything in the scene if we do it. And then if I go back and click on it, where is it? What am I missing here? Should be an arrow somewhere where... Let's go back here and turn off the scene for now. Oops. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, we can turn that back on actually. I need it to do, instead of radial, I want it directional. That's what I was doing wrong. And now you see this arrow popped up. So if I don't change that, it's going to just kind of start pushing us to the left. Well, we don't want it pushing us left. For this one, we want it pushing us up. So I'm just going to grab this force applier and stretch it up like that. So now if I go back into the play mode, it's pushing us up. but, you know, doesn't really make sense yet, but it will. And that seemed to be going a little too fast. Let's bring how about the speed down to, let's say, 3. Maybe the strength down to 40%. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign that a force applier to R2. So if we hit R2, it'll push us up like how it is there on default. So if I go to my controller sensor here and I go to R2, I'm going to click on the output there and I'm going to assign it to power on this force applier. So now if I go back to play mode, nothing's happening, right? But if I hit R2, check it out, we're swimming up. So now I can actually have a little bit more control of myself swimming around. And remember, because I added a little bit of gravity, eventually it will kind of drag us back down. And speaking of that, let's turn the gravity up just a little bit. You know, I'm trying to make it feel like we're underwater, and even when you're underwater, there is still gravity. So let's do, oops, wrong thing. We got to scope into our puppet here. Let's turn the gravity to, let's say, 3%. And before we go any further, so we got R2 working, but let's make L2 drag us down. So I'm going to grab our force applier. I'm going to bring it over here. So we got R2, and I'm going to copy and paste it here. And I'm going to assign, well, so I'm going to click on this force applier that we just copied. And instead of going up, we're going to drag it down. And then I'm going to assign that to L2 instead of R2. So I'm going to click on the output of L2, click on to power on the force applier. So now if we go back to play mode, I can hit R2 to go up, like I'm holding R2, or I can hit L2, and then we're going down. So now if I want to swim around, I can swim up with R2, and I can swim down with L2. Just like that. So that feels pretty good. The movement seems decent. It's maybe a little slow, so why don't we open these both up. Oops. Let's crank it up a little bit. I think I turned it down too much. So let's do, how about 45% and 3.5. So that's another, there's a little bit more. Now I got a little more control. And it's already kind of starting to feel like we're underwater. Even though it doesn't look like it, it feels like it. Before we get any further, let's make sure to quick save. Like I said, my game's been crashing a lot on me lately, which is very frustrating, I must say. Let's do VR underwater. Simple creation for now. We'll change the title eventually. Okay, so what next? Still a lot to do. So I'm pretty happy with the movement there. So maybe let's start working on, how about we make an ocean floor? You know, something that's going to be, if you get to the bottom of the ocean, that's what you're going to notice. And why don't we just kind of work with this floor that we already have here. So what I'm going to turn back my grid. Oh, it's already on. Let's turn it up to 8. And I'm just going to, what's up, Dave? Just going to expand our floor a bunch, make this way bigger. Starting a brand new creation here, Dave. Maybe something you'll eventually maybe want to help out on. It's going to be an underwater, kind of swimming around. You can go up and down. Yeah, I know. It's crazy how many people were clearly waiting for this to have VR. I've been having a problem though. My game's been crashing on me a bunch. Yeah. Like for example, I can't even play the creation I made for you. Every time I open it, it crashes my game. So I don't know what happened. I don't know have you had any dreams crashing at all? Have you had any problems? It's really frustrating because I'm afraid everything I make now, it's just gonna crash on me. So we got our ocean floor here, and I'm gonna change the fleck. Right now, the fleck for our ocean floor is just these default heavy, but I'm gonna actually change it to, I think it's streaky. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, and it was crashing problems with during the surf. Okay. Yeah, and what sucks is the way I stream. Like, if the game crashes, my stream is gonna completely crash. So if I end abruptly, that's what happened. So we're making a little ruffle. I'm gonna change the color to like a dark greenish. Have you started creating it all, Dave, or you just been dream surfing? Yeah, what's an Elgato? Elgato, what is that? I think it's network issues because it's been crashing. Just I've tried a bunch of different things. Like, no matter what, there's certain things, if I open it, it just crashes. But I submitted a few reports to, when it crashes, you can submit that stupid report thing. Yeah. No, I hear you. And like I mentioned earlier, here, you know what? Let me show you something. Let's do a save. So I was talking to AJ about this, and I mentioned it to you on your stream, how maybe having some type of a creation that your whole community can kind of contribute to. So everybody that has dreams and has VR, we could all kind of, yeah, top five. I know there's always more pumping out. But I had this idea of, let's say you wanted to make like a community creation with a bunch of your followers as collaborators. And AJ really wanted to make a first-person snowboarding game, so I started making a VR snowboarding game. And I've just got the bare bones to it. This is just kind of getting the movement down. But my thought was, and this is very theoretical, just an idea, but let's say we opened it up, and let's say any of your viewers that have dreams and have VR, they wanted to help collaborate on this. Basically, what I was thinking is I would make kind of a snowboarding template that people could remix. So it would already have, like, they could essentially load my creation and remix it, and they could make their own snowboarding level. And then what they could do is once they finish a level, they could send it to me, and we could make like our own snowboarding game with just a shit ton of different levels. And it could be anything from, like, this is just a basic snow level. But yeah, there you go. And we could have anything from like snow to, like, let's say instead of snow, you could make like a desert level. You could make it like a sand dunes instead. Oops. So you can make like a sand, like in the desert where you're boarding in the desert, or maybe you're boarding on like grass. But I was just figured, like, I could kind of figure out I could do the heavy lifting in terms of getting the logic, making, like, I would make the snowboarder, and I would make like the jumps and the speed boosts, and all people would have to do is essentially remix my creation. I know, and people have already been working on journeys, that's why I haven't. But yeah, that's one thing I thought. That's exactly what I thought of. But I don't know. It's for an early idea that I had. I'm talking to AJ. He really wants to make a first-person VR snowboarding game. So kind of was branching off that. But there's a Journey asset kit. I didn't even know that. See, right now I'm a little afraid of loading people's creations because that's what's been crashing my game. There's a few things that if I load it, it just crashes. And I actually remember seeing somebody making that a while ago, making Journey. But anyways, I want to keep working on this, and maybe I'll get back to you. And I just think it'd be a fun thing for like the VR community that everybody can contribute to. And even, like, I know that a lot of people that are on VR and Dreams are pretty new to Dreams. So that's why I figured if I were to just create the assets for everybody, and then all they would have to do is kind of just build the level. So they could, you know, if I made some jumps and I made some speed boosts and I already made the snowboarding character, really all you need to do, and I would make like the starting line and finish line where you could put wherever. Basically, all the people that are trying to contribute, all they would have to do is kind of build the map, you know, build the level, which is pretty easy compared to like figuring out all the other stuff, like the logic and trying to, you know, all the other stuff. But anyway, just an early idea. Maybe think about it if you got. Let's not save that. I just thought it'd be fun because like the way Dreams works with collaborating with other people. What's up, Diogo Vidro? Play VR games? Sure. Yeah, right now I just started creating a thing. I was just chatting with Dave a little bit. Be underwater. Here we go. We're underwater. So anyway. So these are obviously too big, but if I just go to my tools, sculpture detail, and I increase the detail, it's going to make these a lot smaller. Wait, oops. Increase the detail. I know the thermal goes up quite a bit, but so now we're on the ocean's floor pretty much. But let's animate that, the grass down here. Scope into that, and if I go to effects, I'm going to put on flow. Actually, maybe just do wave. So now, let's get the right speed. There we go. Do you have Dreams there, Diogo? I have full VR experience. Do you think I should buy Dreams? Hell yeah, you should buy Dreams. Are you saying you have the VR headset? Dreams is probably my favorite game ever made, so I might be a little biased. Yes, you should buy. Absolutely. Even if you don't like to create stuff, there's plenty of stuff just to play. But if you want, I can show you a few. Oops. I can play some other stuff. What kind of games do you like, Diogo? Okay. It doesn't have aim support yet, but we're hoping they'll add it. Here we go. Yeah, this is must buy, of course. Yeah, it just never ends. Every time you log on, there's new games. Okay, this is a little too high. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of bad creations, but you just gotta know how to search for stuff. By the way, the Fleck perspective, it kind of affects stuff in the distance, so the more you turn it up, see how it kind of comes toward us. To me, the PSVR is Walking Dead VR. That's what I've heard. Kubrick got VR support tonight. Ooh, well, maybe I'll check that out right now. Kubrick. Yeah, actually, Dave, I saw you posted a video of like something about top 5 Dreams games. Top best VR Dreams currently. I'll make that list eventually. Right now, I'm still kind of getting the hang of things. Imagine this with some sharks flying around. Anyway, let's save that. Kubrick. As soon as I post a top 5, I have 5 more. Isn't that great, though? I mean, I'm sure you love it. I have not played Fruit Ninja. Oh, leveling up, baby. 164. Kubrick. In the time that it takes to edit, record. Yep, I know. And I've noticed ever since VR came out and I updated a bunch of my stuff to VR, I've been getting a shitload of more people following me on YouTube and in Dreams. Kubrick. There it is. Alright, please don't crash my system. The guide Kubrick across 6 increasing was VR compatible. Nice. Sweet. It's good to see. I know Chill Borders is always popping up. Thanks, Diogo. Appreciate that, my friend. Ooh, look at this. Vandal Media. Presents. Ooh, I like the music. This looks familiar. I think I've seen somebody stream this. Maybe it was Dave. Yo, Diogo, while you're at it, go sub to Dave Station VR. He's a very prominent VR streamer. I tend to just do random stuff. Awaken. Okay. Awaken and return to me. Whoa, that's bright. What do they call you, Diego? Diago? It's alright. No hablo inglés? Portuguese? Cool. Hola from United States, my friend. Bop. I think I've played Bop. It sounds really familiar. Yeah, give me a damn seizure. Alright, I could skip this if I wanted to, but this is really cute. I still have yet to try the moves in Dreams VR. Like before the VR patch came out, I learned how to use the moves, but no skips? Yeah, I know. I'm usually a skipper, but when I'm streaming, I try not to. Gotta get the whole vibe. Don't wanna, you know, sully the experience. Is that the right word? So. Whoa. Oh, D-pad, nice. Oh, is this gonna rotate for me? Trance mode. Rotate the cube with what? I missed it. Holy shit. Oh, okay, I get it. L1 or R1. That's one thing that sucks with VR is it's hard to read these little... Birded. It's hard to read when the font is so small. I will admit I really suck at puzzle games. Maybe just drop down. Oh. Okay, I was wondering. Wasn't sure. Oh, I can't trance in the middle of a fall either. Okay. We're learning. Yeah, you won't... Yeah, me too. You won't see me create any puzzle games because I just suck at them. This is a great concept, though. Assuming that'll kill me. Yeah, and just sometimes the logic that people are able to do, I'm just like, how the hell did you do that? That's why I tend to create like snowboarding games, because oh shit. You don't really need to know a whole lot of logic, you just kind of need to know how to build a world. Oh, no way. Oh, we made it. Yay! I like how he's just made out of a bunch of cubes. I give to you my sacred, so that you might return to me. He's cute. He reminds me a little bit of a Wall-E, maybe. Eva! Hold square to control the past cube. Okay. Damn. Who made this? 8,000 followers, damn. Bonder Media, that looks familiar. Yeah, but I mean, most games are 60. Super. Oh, okay. Surprised I haven't followed him. Yeah, I've heard about that one. I'm not a big platformer either. Platformer fan. I never got Astrobot just because I don't really care about platformers. What did I just do? Oh, that's like a collectible. Alright, this is definitely cool. I'm gonna rate it. Easy to play for VR. Has Daquan made anything yet? Oh, don't open that. See, if I were to click on this, it would crash. Just gonna stay away from that. You did? I mean, I could have kept going, but I don't know. Like I said, puzzle games don't really do it for me, I guess. I like a little more action, a little more like physics going on. You seen Dave before? Cool. Let's see, Tiny Quest is sweet. Hey, there's my game. I love seeing that up there in the MM picks. You will recommend it? Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, a lot of people are puzzle people. Puzzle people. Fish Laser, that one's crazy. I think maybe I saw you playing that. Yeah, Diogo. Go give him a follow if you haven't. He does a lot more streams than I do, and they're better quality. I kind of just bullshit my way through things. Yeah, there's so many. Did you play Me yet? Is that a game? Me? This? That's Fish Laser. Is it this one here? Oops. I need to put that in front of some of my dreams. Oh, I recognize this. Wargabble. Is this the right one? Ooh. I like it so far. God. This is so cool. I'm still just in awe of dreams in VR. Press square to contort. Am I gonna be lost already? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's got snap turning. What's up, Decepticon? Are there shooter games? There sure are, dude. We could try that out next. Have you been getting in this yet, Dice? Trying a little music creation yet? Whoa, whoa, whoa. David Station. I like that. Yeah, I haven't seen a way around it. you have to zoom all the way in to 0. Yeah. Still looking at stuff? That's cool, you know. Did I die? Hit up the tutorials eventually? That's good. Nice. I can distinguish that. It's definitely tricky. Whoa. Am I just done for? Oh, okay. God damn it. Oh, it's got double jump. Jesus Christ. See, I suck at platform games. Like when Dreams first came out, there was just a shitload of Crash Bandicoot games. So a lot of like third-person platformers. Give it a minute? Alright. A minute and no more. I'm just kidding. Cool. It's gonna kill me? God damn it. See, this is how platformers go. I die a few times and I'm just like, eh, fuck it. I need a gun. Yeah, I can tell. Be created in dreams, Dave? Doubt it. Oh, thank you. Of course. Yeah, honestly, just start at the very beginning tutorials. Like, even for you, Decepticon, even though, like, I know you want to make music, but you still gotta learn how to, like, move around and shit first. But the tutorials, of all the games I've ever played, some of the best tutorials I've ever seen, even though they were very complex, like, they kind of go at a really good pace, and you can just, like, rewatch them if you need to. Like, I'd honestly recommend learning how to use Dreams without the headset. Learn that first and then get into the headset tutorials, the VR tutorials. Volume 2, yep. I bet he's already working on it. Oh shit. Oh. No! Alright. Oh! Oh! Looks like an apple. That thing should reset when you die or something. Oh, I just gotta blow it up. I'm an idiot. God. See what I mean? Oh, no. Yeah, I got you. I know. Give me like a gun or a bazooka, I'm good to go. You make me like figure out some weird puzzle and like, Durr! How old am I? Just turned 36. A couple weeks ago. I'm an old man. Got the old grandpa balls. Sagging down to the floor, getting tangled up in my VR headset cord. It's a pain in the ass. There are a few platformer games that I liked, like, but I really like, if it's going to be a platformer, I want it to be like a roguelike, like Children's of Morta, or Dead Cells, or Rogue Legacy. Whoa, that's cool. Missing Constellation? No, should I? Better not be another platformer. I kid. Think I'd like it? Should I check it out? I'm well done with this one. It's gonna be cool in VR though. Or, I mean, not VR, first person. PT? I mean, there's like 50 of them. Minimal input. How the creation tools play in VR? Intuitive or about on par with the move controllers and items or perspective of weirdness. Okay. Top 3. Okay, I'll check that out. Minimal input. It's almost identical, honestly. VR compared to flat screen when you're doing creation. Here, I'll play that real in a second here, Dave. So I've been working on this little VR underwater thing. That's what I started working on, but I always get distracted. Yeah, I just started making this. But yeah, if I go to edit mode, you know, here's your toolbar down here. Here's all your stuff. Pretty much the same. Some of the stuff is a little different, but to me it feels very natural. You know, I've already so used to creating in Dreams, I can pretty much do everything I wanted to in VR, same way I could do it non-VR. So yeah, I was just fucking around with some logic. You know, maybe we can put down, what's the time? It is 9 o'clock in the United States. I'm in Central Time. So I'll play that Dave's recommendation here in a sec. I'm going to change the lighting here. No. I mean, I prefer to like do stuff like that, but if there's nothing else to do, then I'll do tutorial stuff. No worry, man. Bumbleclot. Let's do. So now if we go it, now it's gonna start 3 a.m. Damn. Now it's feeling a little bit more like it's underwater. Another thing I need to change. Bam, bam, bam. We'll add a flashlight next here soon. We're underwater. Spooky. Alright, anyway. And I mentioned earlier, if my stream all of a sudden ends, it's because my game crashed, because Dreams has been crashing on me a lot lately. So you called it the Constellation or something? The Missing Constellation. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Ooh, piano. I know how to play that. I haven't played Rec Room in a while, but yeah, I used to play it quite a bit. Is this VR only? Ooh, Gofferman again. I like him. Let's give it a thumbs up already. Ooh, that's cool. Look like a Mass Effect mask. Whoa. Let's get inside of that piano. Oh, God. As an artist, this is what makes me love Dreams, is just the art. The creativity that you can put into it. Like, all the logic and making things functional is one thing, but making things look beautiful at the same time, if you can do it both. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Damn! Oh yeah, it's a lot like Little Big Planet. I mean, I'm sure you know that it's the same people that made Little Big Planet. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in Little Big Planet. Wow, this looks really crispy. I wonder how they did that. It's not very blurry looking. Press the touchpad to change. Oh, now I recognize this. Yeah, I saw this when it first came out. I don't know if I ever actually played it though. Yeah, but I mean, there's people that are making. I'm actually collaborating on a Little Big Planet project. Damn. Wow, I gotta do this for my creations. That little VR skin. Damn, this is dope. Can't you fly? I thought you could fly in this. Yeah, this is one of those earlier creations I remember seeing that it was like all over the internet when it came out. But yeah, it's a good example of... Oh, okay. This is a good example of... like... if you know what you're doing... Yeah, me either. Hopefully they'll change that. I'm sure people are already talking about that. But like, if you know what you're doing in Dreams, and you know how to create things properly and manage your thermal, and you can make these huge, beautiful worlds, that's what takes a while. Like, that's something you kind of gotta learn. You're not gonna be able to do it right away. He's got a little cool hoodie. Got a jetpack now? Deja vu. More jetpack power. How do I use a jetpack though? God damn it. Stop. There it is. I'm just impatient. Oh, cool. The keyboard lights up. I see. Yeah, I must have never actually played this. I just saw it highlighted in a lot of videos. Where'd it go? Oh, cool. See, I think my problem with Dreams is I don't really play a whole lot of Dreams. I really like to just create Dreams, you know? It was a lot like Little Big Planet, where Little Big Planet, I didn't really play a whole lot of it. I just spent hundreds of hours creating shit. Damn. Freebird! If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? And this bird you cannot change. Yeah. Right. You never created anything? I mean, I liked creating. I liked playing it too. Right. I know, I should have just become a game developer. Initially, when I started going to college, I went for graphic design, but it's like a lot of math. I don't want to learn math. I had to do that in high school. It's like a math. Well done, Gopher man. Yeah, pretty much. Fucking 500 hours in this. Yeah, I'm definitely, you know, I'm sure you've heard how Media Molecule they have it on their goals to allow people to actually develop games and sell them eventually. R2 and X. Oh, whoa. Change them. That's cool. Some of these are full games. Yeah, right? Even if it's like $5 or like $2 or $1. But yeah, I've definitely been noticing, because a lot of PSVR games just kind of suck. Like, I mean, a lot of video games in general suck, but you know, you could tell there wasn't a whole lot of effort put into them. You know, they were just kind of pumping them out because the demand is so high. But then you see something like Dreams that it puts that same ability into people that are actually like motivated, and you get stuff like this. One more constellation. I still wouldn't mind seeing a little first-person view. They did. God, there's some horrible. But, Friday Night at Freddy. Yep. We all play Firewall. Dave's always playing. I used to play a bunch of Firewall. Lately I got, you know, I just recently set up my VR again, and yeah, Blood and Truth. I've been getting my ass kicked in Firewall though. Like, I could tell the competition has gone way up. I think just because it's been out for so long. Got one more left. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's the last one. But yeah, Firewall is probably my favorite VR game, like besides Dreams. I don't really necessarily consider Dreams just a VR game though. So you're saying I need to hit these flowers probably to get across. Oh yeah. That reminds me of a different game that I can't quite think of right now. Yeah, Firewall, I hate how it's like the host has to migrate every time the host leaves. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sure a lot of VR games, there's just not enough people playing PSVR, you know. But something like Dreams, maybe start pushing people to play or to buy that PSVR headset. But now the fact that Tsushima, cool man. I'll have to check out that stream. I haven't really seen much gameplay of that. Yeah. Appreciate it, Dave. My man. Later, duder. Have fun avenging your ancestors. Hey. That was a good recommendation. Ooh, can I play? Oh, you're not streaming it? That's alright. Just for me. Also, I love how my video I made for you, Dave, you have it in the bottom left corner of your streams lately. That's awesome. Maybe I'll feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Diogo, if the game had like team deathmatch, I know, mini games, I know. I really wish they had something like that. And I'm surprised they don't, because a lot of people have request that. But what do you do? Sweet, dude. Yeah. Anything else you ever need, man, just hit me up. Be happy to help. Mikasa su casa. Diogo, if you had Dreams VR, or what kind of games would you want to create? Oh, that's right. I told you I'd play a shooter. Night of the Hunter VR. I guess I don't know what that. Oh, is that? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll get working on that next. I need to watch like that whole movie though to probably fully appreciate it. Let's see. Fucking Night of the Hunter. What a creepy. That was so creepy. I can't do the scream. First person games? Okay. Well, here's a first-person game I'm working on. It's not really VR friendly yet, but it does work in VR.
Hey, mothership, this is Cova. We're coming in hot.
This is just the intro. Hey, mothership. You can see our airplane coming in the background. But yeah, I made this. A lot of these assets I did not create. Like I didn't make that spaceship, but I did animate it and added the little blue stuff on the bottom and the sound effects. Planet of the Crawl. Working title. Yeah, it's kind of hard to aim right now. What do you think, Diego? Definitely needs a lot of work. This game right now, it's only... I mean, you might be able to play with the move controller. I'm honestly not sure. There's no aim support yet. But yeah, Dreams, you can play Dreams with move controllers or the DualShock. Not the aim controller yet, but they are open to it if enough people want it. Son of a bitch. Oh, I can hold L2. Oh, dude, I didn't know this. Take this out. This will be tricky. Ah! Ah! Nice. Very nice. I don't know. There's a first-person shooter for you. It's not perfect. Not by a long shot. But let's say, Diogo, you wanted to create your own shooter. So I could create a new scene here. So let's say you want to start from scratch. I could search, and I could go to Dreamverse, Quick Start. Media Molecule, the developers of this game. Where is it? Contraptions? They do have like a lot of presets to kind of make it a little easier for you. Right. It's not like Blood and Truth. I hear you. How do I find it? Quick Start. Yeah, oh, here it is. Box Blaster. No. Character. Well, here's one thing. Like, I can just put this down. Sure. Well, like, you can do that. Like, I have this here. So, something like that. Yeah, that last game I showed you, it's not really VR ready. That's just, I kind of quickly converted it. Just to make it work, sort of. But, like, for example, alright, I'll just start from scratch here. So I'm going to do... Actually, let's do search PSVR. No, let's do VR. No. Here we go. So I got a sword. Fa, qua, shai, hu, ching, ching. So you got something like that. I'll find a shooter one. Screw it. I'll make our own. So I could do that. So not right now we just have this. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get plenty of custom sound effects. So what I can do is I could scope into this VR thing, go to gadgets, gameplay gear, hand tracker, put that down. So now I just linked up the hand tracker with our headset. So now I could actually put a gun there. Let's just make a quick gun, because I don't want to load in a gun and crash my game. But so if I go to sculpt mode, I'm just going to make a really crappy looking gun right now. I know it's terrible. But just to show you how easy it is to sculpt stuff too. Let's make it black. And shiny. Metal. Yeah, I've played it a lot. Patabina Disto Portuguese. Okay. Yeah, I've put 400 hours into this game, so I've learned a lot. So I just made this gun from scratch, right? You saw me make it. Now we can put it in our VR. So what I can do is if I scope into our hand controller here. Line it up with that arrow. And you ready for this? Boom, we got a gun. Pow, pow. Pew, pew, pew. You want some? I made it a little metallic, so it's kind of metal looking. But yeah, then if I wanted to, I could make this actually shoot stuff. I could have it shooting bullets or flamethrowers or whatever. So yeah, that now it's more like Blood and Truth, right? You're actually aiming with the thing, and you know what I'm saying? You're like firewall. But anyway, I digress. Sweet. Yeah, I love shooters. I play a lot of, lately I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty with my friends, Warzone, Battle Royale, and I also play Rocket League. But anyway, so let's get back to what I was creating earlier, which is like an underwater simulation. I'm going to turn this grid off. Maybe turn on studio lighting. Nice. Yeah, I love Rocket League. I've been playing Rocket League for years. One of my faves. So let's go turn this down a little bit. We don't need any looseness. Okay, so we're floating around underwater. Now what next? I think, first I'm going to thin this up a little bit. It's taking up a lot of our thermo. Just going to stretch that down. Oops. Not too much. See how my thermo's going way down? There we go. Went way down there. It's only at 7% now instead of like 20. But Ed looked at Rocket League and he said, doesn't make any sense. Cars playing Rocket League. Well, you know what, Dad? You don't get it. All right. You just go back to watching your stupid baseball game. All right. Quit hating on Rocket League. It's good. Your dad's probably cool. All right. So we got the ocean floor. We're kind of floating. I don't know why I'm floating up. That's kind of weird. Oh, it's probably the force supplier. It makes me do that. Whatever. So what should we add next? I kind of want to give ourselves a flashlight. Let's do that. First thing, I want to get rid of those stupid imp that keeps popping up. Good. Follow head. Where? Flow 617. You liked? Are you talking about the one I made? Appreciate it. It's still not really like completely VR ready. You know, I just kind of threw it together to make sure it worked on VR. Where the hell? How do I get rid of my... Yeah, Plo 617. So you must be a dreamer then. What's your gamer tag? I can give you a follow. Or if there's anything you'd like me to check out, be happy to. It's got to be VR ready though, because I'm just playing in VR tonight. Okay, I did this before. Where the hell was it? Oh, I think it's in here. That's what I already have open. Visible, move, follow head, multiply. Oh wait, is it? No, I don't think it's that. How do I get rid of the stupid imp? God damn it. I know last time I found it and then I should have paid more attention to where it was. Follow head. I think it's in here somewhere. Let's see. Puppet interface, maybe. Oops. No. Ah, damn it. Possession mode, possessible. You're not a creator, but you totally appreciate you creators out there. You're doing the Lord's work. Do you think you're ever going to create anything? Get rid of that stupid imp. There we go. I did it. Or anything that you'd like to see created that nobody's created yet? I'm always looking for inspiration, cool ideas, stuff like that. So next I'm thinking of creating a flashlight. No, I do not have any kids. I was able to avoid that whole problem. So far, at least. Someday. Maybe. One little trick I'll show you guys. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll show you later. Let's make a flashlight, eh? And essentially, we'll give ourselves a little control. Let's make sure it's going to work first. So like I showed you a little bit earlier, go to gadgets, gameplay gear, hand imp tracker, Actually, I'm gonna turn on a grid so we make sure it's nice and flat and even. So we're gonna scope into the head. Dang it. Still figuring this interface out a little bit. Again, gadgets, hand imp tracker. It's gonna be right-handed, I think, so we'll put it kind of about there. And just to make sure this is working, I'm just gonna sculpt a quick little square. Oops, 2 squares, whatever. Let's make it red so we can see it. And then turn off grid snap. And I'm going to scope this into our hand tracker here. So now if we go to play mode, why is this showing up? Oh, I know why. Now we've got I'm controlling that. So I'm going to make a flashlight instead of these red little stupid cubes. Before I do that, though, let's scope into our hand tracker. And turn off that imp, hide imp. That should fix that. Oh, gotta get rid of the laser as well. Hide. Follow imp behavior. Oh, it's here. Override. Still learning this stuff. Sorry, what'd you say? Haven't tried creating it. It had this one beta. It had the beta, okay, but with VR, I might try. Personally, want to see more racing games and fight games in VR. It was fun seeing you live and chatting with you, but I gotta go. Thanks for the entertainment. I will 100% follow your work here on YouTube. Peace! Later, Diogo. Nice meeting you, my friend. Hope to see you in dreams. Otherwise, maybe I'll catch you in Firewall or Rec Room or something. So, Plo says you want to see more racing and fighting games. What kind of fighting games are you talking about? Laser light. Let's just turn that to 0, maybe. Beam power 0. Is that going to turn it off? There we go. Got rid of that stupid beam. Dope. Oh, flight games. Oh, I see. I was actually thinking of doing that. I decided on this creation for now, like this underwater creation. But my other idea was making a flight simulator kind of similar to like World War I kind of airplanes. Like, have you ever heard of like the Red Baron? Like those airplanes, or like Indiana Jones. If you ever saw Indiana Jones, like those airplanes where you're not even enclosed in a cockpit. You're actually just like your head is exposed, and it's like a biplane, and it's like a dogfighting game. So I might do that, like especially now that what I'm kind of creating here, where I'm kind of learning a little bit more how to, I guess, fly around a little bit, like how I am here. But anyway. So we got that going for us. Where's our guy? Okay, so we're gonna make a flashlight. Yeah. What kind of flight games do you like? I mean, are you talking like Star Wars? Are you talking World War II? Or are you talking like Top Gun? Here, I'm gonna save this. By the way, I'm curious what happens. I'm going to play a little short movie for you here. I got to take my headset off for just 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, my sweet child. Be brave as you bring this medicine to your sick grandmother.
Yes, Mother. No need to worry. La la la. La la la. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, 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 ah.
check. Come on, baby. Let's hope this works. There we go. Sorry about that. So that's a good example of how easy it is to switch from flat screen to VR in Dreams. You can just pop your headset off or pop it back on whenever you need to. But yeah, here's an old dream I made. Works great in VR, if you ask me. Oh! What just happened? Oh no. Oh no! Oh! Got him. Where did I just put my beer? Oh, I didn't open it. So there's a little short movie I made. But yeah, what's so impressive about the VR update for Dreams is that, you know, I made that a long time ago before VR was out, and once I converted it to VR, I didn't change anything. It just works in VR. Like, that's exactly how I made it on flat screen, and it just worked perfectly. Yeah, so cool. Plo, what's your gamer tag? I'd still like to give you a follow in case you do ever create anything. If you don't mind sharing. It's okay if you don't want to. I understand. But yeah, if you guys are looking for VR stuff, I do have a lot of VR compatible Plo clone. A Plo clone. Whatever that means. We found him. Hey, I already gave you a thumbs up. You must have followed me. I usually give people a thumbs up if they follow me, but I usually don't follow unless they actually have creations. Yo! Let's give him a... Yo! Wait, it won't let me do that. Yo, clone. Oops, that's cone. That's not how you spell it. Maybe give you a little... You're a star in my book, so I'm going to give you a star. Bow! Boom, first comment. And your first follower, second follower. Close enough. Ooh, you got any photos? Ooh, we got one photo. Ultra realistic false. Oh, I remember playing that. I wouldn't say it's ultra realistic. I mean, it's a little exaggerated, but you know, it's alright. I get it. I get it. Star Wars thing? I mean, I'm huge into Star Wars. And I understand, like, how the clones work. But Plo? What's a Plo? These aren't the droids you're looking for. Okay, so let us create a flashlight from scratch. And now normally I would just load a flashlight from the Dreamiverse, but that might crash my console. That's actually, there's a flashlight that crashes me every time, so we're just going to avoid that. So I'm going to turn on my grid. Should I do mirror mode? It's not letting me yet. Sculpt mode, I'm going to go to guides, and I'm going to turn on mirror mode. And if I go to shapes, and I go to cylinder, let's start creating a flashlight, eh? So I'm just going to place that down. It won't be a very advanced flashlight. It's just going to kind of get the job done for now. So there's our starting point. I'm going to go to stretch tool and just stretch it to make it like that. There we go. See, we're already almost got a flashlight already. Check that shit out. Pretty dope, huh? Alright, next. Plo Koon was a Jedi, so I mixed the Plo. Is that from like Clone Wars or something? I don't recognize Plo. What was it? Plo Koon. Is Plo Koon in any of the movies, or is that just yeah, like a book or something? Check it out. We almost got a flashlight ready. He's in the prequels. Which one? I'm assuming Clone Wars. No, I love Star Wars. I've seen every Star Wars many times. I was just watching the Jedi Council. Okay, which one was he? Was he the dude with like the weird tentacles? Looks like a octopus face. That's my guess. All 3 films. Was he the? Does he have like a white beard? I'll have to Google him because now I'm intrigued. I need to know these things, man. If I'm gonna call myself a Star Wars fan, I gotta know who the fuck Plo Koon is. You have $1 billion idea. Oh, all right. I got my pen and pad ready. I got the patent office on the line. My agent. Someone needs to make John Carpenter's Thing in Dreams. Oh. You're trapped inside of a supermarket, and outside there's a creepy fog. Something like that. Is that what we're talking about, maybe? Something like that. It's a slowly approaching. If you go out into the fog, you just get fucking murdered by some weird tentacle monster thing. I can dig it. He had a breathing mask. He was killed. Dave, you ever heard of Plo Koon, the Jedi Council dude? He did Flying in a Ship by the Clones. Okay. He died flying. Is that when was he like right next to Yoda's ship when he blew up? Because I remember Yoda is one of those Clone War ships, and there was a craft next to him that blew up. But yeah, I talked to my agent, Dave. We gotta work out a few contract issues, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I'm hoping for the best, but no promises. Oh, okay. Yeah, me neither. I'm glad you don't, because I didn't want to be the only one. So we're going to make this kind of a yellowish with a little bit of a glow. By the way, Plo617. Yeah, later, Dave. Montage of all the various... Oh, yep. Oh, that was a brutal. Later, Dave. Plo, give Dave Station VR a follow, too. He's like the best VR streamer on YouTube. It's a fucking honor just to have him even chiming in. Let's see. Get the shininess. Waxing. He does a lot of VR stuff, so if you're into VR, that is. So I'm just kind of making this little thing to pop in here, like so. Oops. This gets where it's a little tricky when you're in VR doing this kind of thing here. Certain things are not as easy in VR, that's for sure. Because you can't, like, I can't angle down like I normally can with in not VR. I know that doesn't make any sense, but Jesus Christ. Oh, I should have just... Here, let's flip these both sideways. Okay. Oh, you're already following him? Nice. Well, you got a good taste then. But I'm kind of fanboying. He's just a cool dude. Great channel. Okay, we got our own little custom flashlight. Let's see how it looks. Make sure nothing's janky from behind. Hell yeah. If reefer really makes you happy, trouble breathing. Okay, so we still need to add, like it's a flashlight, but it's not actually emitting light besides that little bit of glow. Oops. I think I also have to group it. Oh, it's grouped. Let's drag it down here a little bit. So next, what we're going to do, we're going to go to our gadgets. By the way, Plo, you should try a little creation mode, man. I think you might surprise yourself. You should just give it a try. Go into a little sculpting, a little painting, maybe try a little animation. You might get hooked. Before I was an artist, I had no idea that I was an artist. And then all of a sudden I tried it. And then now I'm an actual artist. Cameras and lighting, lights. So we're going to grab a spotlight. Let me grab it over here. Let's shrink it down. Something like that. Let's try to get it lined up nice and centered. It's kind of hard to tell right now. And I always like to make it pure white. I hate how it starts with yellowish. I don't know why they do that. And I also like to put the fade angle up. And then there's an image I really like that looks just like a flashlight, if I could find it here. That one right there. Maybe a little blur. And then we're going to group this light with our flashlight that we just made. Boom. So now if I move the flashlight around, it should be grouped. Boom. I'm going to angle it down for now just to kind of check it out. That's how you make a flashlight, bitches. Just kidding. That's a pretty cool looking flashlight for 5 minutes of work. I'm telling you, it's easier than you'd think. Once you kind of get the basics down, you can pretty much do it all. So now the next step is we're going to group this flashlight with our character so we can actually control it. And as I showed earlier, we used our VR gadget. What's this thing called again? It's called a hand/imp tracker. So we're going to delete these little red blocks that we use just to kind of test it out. Next, we're going to add this flashlight, which is huge. So let's scale it down a little bit first. And then I'm just going to try to group it in with our hand/imp tracker, right? And then if you see this arrow right here, there's this little arrow right here. That's essentially what we want to line it up with. So we're going to get it lined up right about there. Something like that. Now, everybody cross your fingers. Take a little sip of the beer. And let's hope this works. Here we go. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Nope. It was working. Oh, it's... something's glitchy. I think it's... okay, let's do a few things now. It's fine. It's okay. I think because it's colliding right now with other objects, let's scope into this here. Let's make it... I'm going to go to physical properties of our flashlight, turn it non-collidable. I also got to do it with this little thing here. Not the light. This little thing here. Physical, non-collidable. Let's see if that fixes it. Sure as hell did. Alright, so the flashlight is looking pretty good. It's a little too big, so we're going to scale it down, but also it doesn't really have much range. See how it doesn't really, you know. So we just got to do a few things. So first, let's scale it down a little bit. Make it a little smaller. Maybe push it out a little more. And then also we're going to find that light gadget. And you can see the range right there. It's not very far. So let's increase the range. Let's do it by quite a bit. But then maybe turn the brightness down. Bring that fade angle up to 90, let's say. And then the angle we can change to, depending on what you're going for. Let's make it a little bit yellowish. A little brighter. Let's try that out. Now we're talking. Starting to feel a little bit more like we're underwater, right? Just a little bit. I don't love how it seems to cut off right there. And it's a little too bright. So I'm going to increase the range to, let's say, 30. Bring the brightness down to 10. Bring the fade angle up. Angle down. Image blur, let's bring that up a little bit too. All the image blur is doing is it's blurring like this little weird circular thing that I added. Now we're looking better. And because we have a flashlight now, I'm going to turn the overall darkness down. Because we're going to be like at the bottom of the ocean, right? There's really barely any light. It's going to be mostly your flashlight that's going to be illuminating stuff. Where the hell is my sun and sky gadget? Son of a bitch. It should be on here, right? Alright, let's try to find it quick. Oh no, where is it? Am I blind? Did I put it somewhere else? Oh, I did put it in the wrong spot. I put my sun and sky gadget on my character. Really, we want to put it in our microchip here, our FX lights and music microchip. So we found it. It's good. I think we'll turn that up, but then this down. A little bit of that, different flex. Now let's check it out. Now it's going to be real dark. Real dark. A little creepy. But we still got some work to do. A big thing I'm about to add here soon is going to be like fog. So, let's see here. Alright, so do I want to do anything before that? Let's change the lighting a little bit. Let's try to make... I don't really like this grass, how green it is. Let's make it a little more yellow and a little more gray. Let me bring that shininess up, waxiness up. See how that looks. Okay, and then also, if I go into our sun and sky, I'm going to bring our fog range down to, let's say, 200 meters. Now we're looking better. 200 was a little extreme though. Let's do 250. Give ourselves another 50 meters. And also, this is really waxy looking. Let's turn that down. I'm talking about our grass here. A little too shiny and a little too waxy. There we go. So imagine if a great white shark just kind of came out of nowhere. That'd be pretty crazy, right? It's kind of what we're getting to eventually. I don't love... I think our flashlight might still be a little too bright and a little not far enough. So let's zoom into our flashlight. Next, we're gonna add the fog. Zoom into that flashlight there. So I'm gonna make this a little dimmer, but also zoom out further. Maybe even a less angle. A little better. I guess we don't need to worry about that yet because we're going to be changing some other really important stuff. I'm going to increase that angle a little bit, back up. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a huge fog, and the fog is kind of going to kind of simulate us being underwater. And again, if you're just tuning in, I changed the controls so if I hit R2, I can kind of swim upwards, like I'm hitting R2 right now. And if I hit L2, we'll swim down. And then, you know, my left joystick kind of works just like any first-person game where it's moving me around. Yeah, so just if you're wondering how we're doing that. I'm also going to turn off the stupid floor grid. Okay, so we're going to put a huge fog into the game. And to do that, you go to Gadgets. I believe that's under... Oops. Cameras and Lighting, and then we go to our fog right here. I'll take a sip here, I'm thirsty. By the way, if you guys are watching and you have any questions, feel free to shoot them out at me. Happy to answer any questions you got. I'm going to turn our floor grid back on and make sure we get centered here. Where's the floor grid? Right there. Because this will be the center of our map right here. So let's go back to our gadgets. Fog. I'll try to place it down in the middle here somewhere. I'm going to make it kind of big so it's easy to find. I am easy. And we're going to make it square, or a cube I should say. And it's going to be huge. Let's make it 300, 333, sure. So basically 300 meters by 300 meters by 333 meters. And then as far as the color goes, let's make it, it's going to be kind of a dark green maybe. I'm trying to picture the bottom of the ocean, what it looks like. Mostly just darkness. And then we're going to do pretty low density. It's going to be maybe start off with 5%. Noise strength, noise scale, and noise speed. Let's pop in and see how that looks. Oh my god, this has gotten a lot creepier now. So it's a little too dense, and our flashlight is a little weak. So let's bring the density down 2%. Probably hard to see this because it's streaming this. The quality is so low, it's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, let's go back to our flashlight here and make it a little bit brighter again. I turned it down, but I probably shouldn't have. So let's go back up. Let's do the angle. I think needs to be bigger. Maybe a little brighter, a little more range even, why not? Less blur. And then even this fog might still be a little too much density. Strength maybe, scale up. Turn the speed down, 50. And this is probably something that's better to experience in, I mean, of course, you're just watching on YouTube. It's hard to experience what it's really like for me because I actually have like a depth perception right now. I can actually see things in 3D where you're just seeing it in 2D, but it doesn't seem like that's going very far. Kambui, what I really should be doing, I should really be pinning this light to my screen, so let's do that right now. Instead of having to scope in every time to this light. I'm just gonna pin this to my screen here, so it's always here. Like that, that's what I was trying to do. So I'm gonna turn the brightness down. I guess let's try that. I'm trying to just kind of make it realistic, like as if you're underwater. This is cool. Is it too far, maybe? Angle down. Let's turn the distance down. Let's say to 30. Turn it back up a little. Let's go 35. Brightness up. Maybe even more yellow. Maybe yellow will help. Another tricky thing right now, because I haven't gotten very far, is because it's just a flat ground and it's just emptiness above us, there's really nothing that's going to reflect any of the light, so it's kind of hard to get any sense of scale. But let's do that next. And this will be kind of more of a fun part. We've been doing a lot of technical kind of boring stuff, but now that we kind of have, okay, so now that we have pretty good movement down, we've got a flashlight, my kick-ass flashlight, by the way. It's so bright. I still wonder if it's too... whatever. Let's not worry about it too much. The next thing I'd like to do is kind of add some more detail into the environment that we're in. Oops. So right now, it's just a big flat piece of land. But obviously, if you're on the bottom of the ocean floor, it's not just perfectly flat. There's plenty of bumps and divots and holes and weird stuff. So how about next let's add some hills and some divots and stuff. So to do that, let's go back up to 1 for our grid snap. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to scope into our ground. I'm actually going to turn off, right now we have mirror, I'm going to turn mirror off. Might even turn off grid snap, turn that off. And then there's a lot of ways you can do this. So for example, I could just, what the hell? It's a little trickier in VR here. Why is it that weird color? Why it's painting a different color? Oh, it's just because probably the lighting. So I could start just going and just like painting hills and stuff. You know, making mountains and or if I wanted to make like little holes, which is perfectly fine and all, but actually let's explore that real quick, see how it looks like. It takes a second for it to reset. I hate that. You know what? Let's undo that all. I still think our fog might be a little too thick. Even though it's only at 1.5%, let's go to 0.5%. The stupid studio lighting, it kills me. It's one of my bigger complaints of Dreams is when I turn on the studio lighting, when I turn this on and off, it's great for editing, but it takes so long to like turn off. Like we just gotta wait. We gotta just sit here and wait for all this white stuff to disappear until it actually gives us the actual legitimate experience. I think that's better. We didn't need that much fog, now that I think of it. But we're going to turn it back on because of how necessary it is. Alright, where's our center? There it is. Alright, so let's do a little bit of quick sculpting of our ground, our seafloor sculpting. So I'm going to scope in. And I think if I go to guides and if I go to surface snap, it's going to snap to our surface, so I can't really, it's easier to kind of just paint on the ground, I guess. I don't know how to explain. But also what I want to do is right now if I go to my advanced stuff here, I cannot do any, I know this is kind of advanced talk here, but basically, if you look at these options here, I can change the looseness, but I can't change the blend amount. That's because we are currently in smear mode. But if I go to stamp instead of smear, and then I do that same thing where I scope in like this, there's an option to change the blend amount, and that's going to allow it to, oh, here, I'll read that in a sec. So now instead of being a circle, like a perfect ball, it'll actually blend with the ground better. See how I'm turning that up? So I'm actually going to turn that blend up all the way. So now when I actually start putting stuff down, it'll blend a little bit smoother, like that. So I'm going to put just a little hill down right in front of us to start off with, so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me read this comment. So first of all, welcome, Kill Artist. The Dream Wheeler Game Cat. Hey, you must be a PSVR without parole fan. So this is something you've been wanting to learn. This would be nice to add to variety. Smooth blending is great. Yeah. It's funny is it took me a while to realize that if you want to do smooth blending, you need to make sure to put it on stamp instead of smear. I wish it explained that a little more clear. But yeah. Kill Artist, welcome. You're an artist? I'm an artist too. I do watercolor paintings, acrylic, charcoal. I'm a musician. But yeah, I appreciate you popping in, man. That's awesome. If there's anything you want me to show you, or if there's any of your creations you want me to play, I'd be happy to. But see, here's that little bump we made. So now that we're floating around underwater, we actually have a little. The more hills that we add, it's going to finally start giving us a little bit more of like a depth perception instead of just nothingness like over here. The stupid. All right, anyway. I'm actually going to undo that. And the question is, you got to, the Warriors. You got a game you're making called The Warriors Call. It's not free roam, but cool, dude. Are you on Instagram or anything? If you are, I'd happily. My Instagram is right here. Clever Trev Arts. Yeah, I used to do a lot of acrylic, but I recently, about a year or two ago, I started doing more watercolor. Can I play your game yet? Is it published yet? Okay, so initially, remember I said I put on surface snap? The problem is I can't. This is a little too big of a bump, so I'm gonna actually turn off surface snap. What's your PSN, dude? I'll check it out here in a sec. Whoa, what just happened? Now that I turned off surface snap, what is going on? There we go. Now I can actually get a little more lower, like instead of just being locked right here. Okay. Let me just paint a little bit of detail here, and then I'll check you out and give you a follow. And I'd like to have, anybody who's watching, if you're playing Dreams, go check out, give Color Artist a follow as well. We'll just add a few little tiny bumps to the ground. And then always, when you're doing something like this, try to always be like changing the scale. You don't want it to kind of look stupid. You want it to be as natural as you can, so always be changing the scale and the size. And same with, I could change it from, right now I'm using the shape of a sphere, but another thing I really like to do is the filled donut. That's another good one to use. Where the hell? Why isn't that working? What did I do wrong? Sculpt in, sculpt. What in God's name? Oh, it's too. Oh, that's why. It was just really small. So I could use a filled donut instead of a sphere and give it kind of more of like a plateau looking thing. Creeper Betty, that doesn't sound familiar. But I'm glad I could help her, or him. So I want to turn off this annoying studio lighting. Again, it takes way too long to go away. Let's just let it go away for a sec. Go away, you stupid white flex. She's a game cat, sweet. Yeah, I do a lot of tutorials. And I mean, that's kind of my channel. I like to just teach stuff, whether it's Dreams or whether it's a lot of other games too. But here we go. We're starting to get a little more, I guess, like scale going on because we've got these hills. God, see, we still have these white flecks in the sky. That's how long it takes for the studio lighting to go away. I don't know why it takes so long. It's really frustrating for me. Oh man, we're cruising though. This is beautiful. All right, so let's do a quick save here and let's check out our new friend Killer Artist. So let's see. It was Killer. Your logic is logic is definitely a little learning curve there. I kind of just learn as I go. And sometimes if you find something that you like, you can look at let's say you find something that's remixable, you can kind of dig into their logic and learn how they did it. I don't think case matters in Dreams. You can just search whatever. Oh. Killa. Am I stupid? Dang it, I lost it. Kill Artist. Ah. I'm new to Dreams, but I have a background in art and some game design. Been a gamer since forever, and I will ever be one. Yep, same here. I love creating and seeing what Dreams community can be inside as we pursue forward to greatness. Level 44. See, you've been playing a little bit. Before I load into any of these, just a heads up, my game has been crashing a lot, especially when I load into certain creations. So if I click on something and my stream crashes, that's why. Yep, reverse engineering, definitely. That's kind of how I learn a lot of stuff, and just a lot of trial and error. The Warrior's Call. VR compatible. First environment, learning as you go. Let's go. Yeah, I know it does suck. Like this stream that I'm doing right now, I was kind of hesitant because it's like I don't want to just start a stream just for it to crash. So I've been pretty careful. I've been careful like loading any elements. You know, like at that flashlight that I made sure to just make it from scratch. Ooh, hello. Ooh, I see you a little painting. Little spray paint. Got little birds chirping. And do those only chirp over by the trees? Or is that just everywhere? I think those do only chirp by the trees. Yep. So you're working on a little 3D sound. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they just by the trees? A little sculpt action, digging in, 3D panning. Yep, there you go. You're a fucking natural, bro. Took me forever to figure that out. Is everything in here just what you made? Is this all just your assets? You have 2 sets? Of what, rocks or what? These are decent. There's a few things I could probably show you. You know, like I try to avoid I try to, instead of smear stuff, I try to do, oh, okay, bird sounds, gotcha. Instead of like smearing detail, I try to just dot it in there. Because when you start smearing detail, it gives you like these little, kind of look like wieners. Like how they're just a big long, it takes longer, but it looks a little more realistic. This is great though, man. Can I remix this? Ooh, let's do it. Pretty easy. So if I remix this, give you my 2 cents on what I would do. And I know like you're obviously just learning. But if I were you and you were me, then I'd use your body. So are you changing your flex at all? Oh, you did a little bit, okay. Obviously with the grass. I mean, maybe for like the water, for example. Do you have 2 different waters? Oh yeah. And you have the water non-collidable, I bet, it looks like. So that you can kind of walk through it. Yep. Man, you're way ahead of the game already. And does it looks like you have 2 different waters layered on top of each other? Are they 2 different flecks? Looks like it. Splatter fleck. That's my favorite fleck that I always use. I got 2 splatter flecks. So let's say I were to sculpt in your water here. So it's rough. I built it on top of things that gives shimmer. Sure. Yeah, and there's like plenty of ways to do that. So sculpture, shiny, waxy. Oh, you must have spray painted it. Yeah. Man, I don't even have a whole lot to show you. I always do like to, when you have a sculpture, I like to go to the secondary, and I recommend turning this down. Because this can kind of interfere. See how if I turn it up, it can kind of interfere. I tend to just turn it all the way off. I can tell you've already fucked with a lot of this stuff, though. I like to put my ruffle up a little bit. Okay. Got a little bit of flow, a little bit of boil. I'm not a big fan of boil. The thing with boil is, it's hard to explain, but like let's say if I turn this way up. Boil will kind of, pretty much anything besides, I don't even know how to explain it actually, I'm not even gonna try. Boil kind of makes things appear and disappear. Same with, like a lot of these like evaporate. It'll make stuff like See how it like comes up and then it disappears? It just kind of, I don't know, takes a little bit away from like the realism. What else? But yeah, I like how you have things layered. Like I like to do that too, and especially. Let's see here. So I'm gonna bring the top layer up for now. Damn it. And then, whoa. Let me try to do that. So move the top layer up for now. Oh, you have. Okay, here's a big thermo tip, bro. Oh, cool. So you see how you have a huge block right here? You're really fucking yourself on thermo. What you want to do is you want to actually scope into that and go to your stretch tool. And you want to make it kind of as thin as you can. So you really want to do like this. Because if you watch, see how we just lost, well, I didn't lose thermo, but you want to do that because this takes up a lot more thermo than this. Even though it's going up, I think that's just because I duplicated it. But yeah, that's a big tip I learned. It took me a while to learn that. You know, you have these big, huge blocks, but like all of this unused matter here. Yep. It's like if you see me making something like that, I always try to make it thin, but not too thin. Because let's say I want it to like sculpt in here and like cut some of it out. You know, I don't know. You don't want it too thin if you're trying to make like some holes and stuff. So, but anyway, I think that makes sense. I hope. Because that might be a little trickier here. But so what I was going to show you is, so you have 2 layers of water, right? I'm going to turn my grid snap all the way up to 32, actually, just to get that out of here. It's kind of tricky to do in VR. So I'm going to drag your top layer up a bunch just to get it out of the way. But I use my grid snap on 32, so that way when I bring this back down eventually, it'll be easy to line back up. But you can do things like if you go back into your lower layer of water, and I would like maybe if you were to turn up your, like let's say we turn up your looseness and turn up the impasto. Yeah, grid snap is fucking huge, dude. So I just turn up the impasto and the flex, or the impasto and the looseness of, and let's do ruffle even, of your bottom layer of water. And for the shits and giggles, just to make it more obvious, let's turn up a little glow on it. Just so you can kind of see it. Let's even make it just, oh, I can't make it white. I can. Let's make it totally white. And I'm gonna pull this open right now and just keep it on my screen so it's easy to find. Okay, so I did that to your bottom layer, so let's bring this top layer down. And like I said, we got it on 32, so we should be able to just drag it down pretty easily. Damn it. Okay, yeah, we can check out your waterfall in a sec. Okay, so that's lined up, hopefully. I might have totally screwed it up. It's kind of hard to do in VR, but at least over here you can see that looks different, right? I might be wrong, but let's see here. Let's change this to black. Oh yeah. So see, you can see this cool white stuff popping up a little more now. Especially around the waterfall. So that's one thing I like to do. Basically your bottom layer, if you increase the flex, yeah, that actually looks pretty badass. I don't see it over here, but it must not be over there. So let's see your waterfall. First thing I'd say is your flecks are kind of, I don't know if I'd want to use that flex. That fleck, I should say. Do you know how to like animate your painting in succession? So like, right now it kind of seems like it's not really going down. Some of it is, like this one seems to be going down, but like, so I guess I would go in here. Personally, if you're making a waterfall, I would recommend like this one here. The dots fleck, or maybe the circle fleck. Also, by the way, if you didn't know this, you can, I think you have multiple paintings here, right? Mind to put that fleck made it tough? Sure. I've turned my grid snap off. She's got a few different paintings going on here, looks like. You layered them, yep, I can tell. Some of them are going down, but like how this one... Okay. You definitely, I mean, you're really good, I could tell. And I mean, there's certain things that you would do that I would do differently. Like, it's hard to even give you criticism because it's kind of just the way you're doing it. Everybody, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Why isn't this changing flex? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. When you painted these, did you just kind of freehand it, or did you paint on top of a surface? Well, here, I guess, you give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Ooh, frame rate's going down. That's not good. So tons of years of art and painting. Yep. As I've gotten better at learning the tops, it's been easier freehand. Yeah, I should have surface snap. The waterfall and my trees are things I was going to touch up before my demo. Okay, sure. So, I really hate how it does this sometimes. What the hell? The stupid frame rate thing. And what's going on with my controller? What the hell? Yeah, and I'm sure, I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you're going to change. Yeah, some of my older stuff, I think a lot of it is my water, like water. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Must have just been when I took my headset off, it got janky. Still not sure why I can't change the flex of this. But yeah, then you probably know what I'm going to do next. How you can surface snap paintings. But I guess I'll show you how I would do a waterfall, or how I've done waterfalls in the past. I'll make a real quick one. So I like to just make like a, let's say you just want a flat waterfall. I know yours is a little curved, but maybe, if anything, you could emulate your cliffside there. Damn it. Still getting the hang of VR creation. So used to doing it non-VR. Out of sculpture memory, what the fuck? Jesus. Yeah, I mean, if you're already running out of sculpture memory, you probably gotta work on that too. If you go to your sculpture detail, you've probably seen this before, where you can see stuff to lower. Jesus. There, see, I just got down 11%, just lowering that. Go for that bright red stuff and lower it down. That stuff you just get better at over time. All right, let's go back to... I'll do this real quick and then maybe get back to business. So let's say I was making a waterfall and I wanted it straight down. For some reason, when you tried to select one item, it would lower everything. Yep, well that's because, like, let's say I were to copy and paste this. If I lower the thermo of this, it's also going to lower the thermo of that previously sculpted item. So it basically lowers this, yeah. If that makes sense. It doesn't just lower that single thing, it lowers all the identical sculpts. Where are we at? Okay, good. Try to get it similar size. Alright, so let's get up here out of the way. And again, I think you already know, almost like a live clone effect. Yep. Which I still have problems with. I try to do live clone and it just doesn't seem to work, but so yeah, let's say we're making a straight down waterfall. What I like to do is make a flat surface if you don't have one already. And then if we go to modes, paint mode, and then we go to guides, and then I'm going to do a surface snap. So now anywhere I paint, it's going to kind of lock. It's going to lock onto the surface. And let's pick out a better fleck. Like I was saying, I'd recommend maybe like the dots, maybe, or maybe even sometimes it's just circles. Good. I wish they had more different kind of flecks. But yeah, I saw you using splat. That's actually my favorite. But yeah, and again, I think you already know what I'm doing here. But anyway, so I would just, I'm gonna hold L1. I'm gonna, oops, shit. God damn it. Okay, let's try it again. So paint modes, paint mode. Get through size. Solar works? Which one's solar? Solar? I don't see solar. Splats. Yeah, and I mean, I think because you're an artist too, like splats is like, it's got painting all written all over it, really. Okay. I don't know why we lost that. Okay, back to... No, I hear you. Fucking autocorrect. Okay, so let's just do splats since we're talking about it. I don't know, I'm probably being redundant here, and you probably already know this, but maybe you'll learn at least one thing. So I'm gonna just paint all the way down. Okay. And then if we scope into our, let's just, I want to keep this for now. I'm going to put, one thing I like to do, so I want to kind of keep this background, but I want it out of the way. This is when I like to turn up my grid snap to 32, drag it out of the way, turn that off. All right, so I'm going to go in here to my painting. Let's change it to white. Make it mostly opaque. Add some finish, shininess, waxiness. Visionary Production on Facebook. If you want to see some artwork. Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'd love to. If you're on Facebook, pop your link in there, if you can, or just pop whatever you can in there, and I'll figure it out. Visionary Productions. Oh, okay. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I've got the book face. So I think you already obviously know this, but if we go to our animations, and then you turn up like the playback speed, that's how you can get it to be a waterfall. I also like to sometimes do pulse. So if you do pulse, it does that. Instead of a steady stream, it does more of a... This is good for like fireworks, maybe. And then you can do the trail work. Stephen Cardwell. Cool, dude. Nice to meet you, man. My name's Trev. Travelor. If you look deep enough in my YouTube channels, you'll figure out my last name. Jet trail, so this gives it even more of a trail. But I think for a waterfall, we don't want pulse. We just want that. And then, I don't know if you know about cloning, but you can like do cloning. That might help you if you want it a little thicker. If you want to be inside of a waterfall, look at that. But for now, we won't do that. You can do rotational duplicates. God, my... Yeah, work on that thermo. For a scene so small, you definitely have too much. Your thermo's too high. Oh. Nice to meet you. Bruh. But now that we got that, we can drag it down here. Why is it getting janky? Oh, that's why. It'll straighten out. For demonstration, let's just change it to red so we can tell the difference. It's really not a whole lot different than yours, though. I think you already kind of got the idea. Really, I just think you need to make sure all of your... Yeah, hell yeah. We're in hell. I just think you gotta make sure you got all of your flex. Like, see how these are just kind of like looking all fucked up? You gotta have them just all going down properly. Yeah, I could tell you're just kind of learning. You're kind of just like screwing around. This is kind of how I started in Dreams, just kind of playing with stuff. You know, sometimes it's good to just kind of change. Make sure they don't all have the same exact like hue and color. Give them a little bit different. Change a few things. Just so it doesn't all look so bland, you know. Not the same shade of green. What'd you say? Once layered, it will be smoother than what I had. Yep. Yeah, hopefully you learned something from there. I could tell you already knew most of it, though, just from looking at your waterfall. But overall, man, hell of a job. I like how you're painting the grass like that. And even the grass, I was going to say, I really like layering grass, or even like mountains. Like you could copy and paste this and do something like that. Change this like a little bit. Just to give it a little, a little bit more. A little more, a little something, something. That's hard to notice, but... Or even these trees, you can... Like, let's say you copy and paste this tree, rotate it a little bit, and then go ahead and change the flex on one of them to... Like, instead of that, I like to use Baroque. Maybe change, like, a little color... Just fuck with some of this stuff. Now you got a little more of a detailed tree. I don't know even which one I did. So pretty. I kind of want to rock climb this. I feel like I could just climb up this. All right, let's get out of there. I'm too distracted. It was fun though. I love diving into people's brains like that. Start out as a practice area to learn. I got a great idea for a game. Try to come alive, yeah. Yeah, and like when you copy and paste something like on top of itself, you don't really mess with your thermo too much because it's the same. You're just cloning it. I guarantee there's already some good rock climbing logic out there, Not bad though. Ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah. Very cool. I'm excited to see what else you can come up with. Here, before I forget, let me get you on Facebook. Here, I'm gonna play something. Go back here. Oh, I'll show you a painting I did. Cause like I said, I'm a watercolor artist myself, and shit, I don't know if this is VR enabled. I do a lot of commission paintings for people's pets. Yeah, Saku's a fucking genius. This is kind of what my watercolor paintings look like in real life. I like to do kind of like a splatter effect. And this is me singing with my friend. If you like little music. And I'm free. Oh shit, I lost your YouTube. Visionary Productions. Oh yeah. I don't really like doing people. Oops, don't do that. I wrote this song. Are you 31 likes or 42 likes? Is it a purple logo or a white logo? blue background with yellow V and P. Didn't show up in my chat. Dark. Not seeing it. Okay. It might not let you. Pages. Yeah, there's a lot of Visionary Productions. What was your description? Yeah. Did you say it's an eyeball? Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. If you can't paste it, let me know. You know what? I trust you. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Oh, there it is. Visionary. Sometimes the links don't work, or sometimes stuff doesn't pop up in my chat. Like I can see it on my TV, but I can't see it on my laptop here. There it is. Is that your Facebook? Oh, Steve, there you are. Found it. Well, you got some charcoal, acrylic. Ooh, Princess Mononoke! That's my favorite movie. It's my favorite movie. Ooh. Nice, bro. Nice. Oh. Eskimo kisses. That's a cute one. So you do a lot of people. See, I try to avoid people. They're too hard to paint. Dope, bro. Anyway. Forgetful. What's up, man? We're staying safe during the... Oh, man. The agenda... Well, I can get back to what I was working on. I've been kind of just hanging out, checking out different people's stuff. Checking out my new friend, Killa, the artist. Yeah, I started with landscapes. That's kind of a lot of my earlier stuff, but now I do a lot more commission, basically animal paintings, which they look a lot like that. Some of them kind of look like this. This one's kind of boring. But if I show you, this is how I usually start my painting, something like this. Get a little structure going, or like this. That's how I like to start, and then they turn out something like that. I like to be kind of fundamental. Yeah, the thing about animals is you have like a bunch of like hair to work with, whiskers. Yeah. But anyway, how you doing, Forgetful? How you been, bro? Bruh. I'm gonna delete that here. So what I've been working on is my underwater level. Early stages. What's up, small boy? Hi back. So this is what I've been working on. It's an underwater kind of... So far it's just kind of spooky. But in the very early stages of it, I really don't even know what the end game kind of goal is going to be. Right now it's just trying to get the fundamentals down. So yeah, let's get at it. Currently wrapping up a little painting. Oh, another painter. Just hanging out, loaded up, waiting for things to blow over. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I actually played a little concert yesterday. A friend of mine's dad died, and he asked me to play a little show. So I brought my music over, brought my PA over, and I played some music. Shook way too many people's hands. Way too many hugs. More hugs than I'd like to give. in this kind of situation. But, you know, it is what it is. Kind of weird. So what was I going to do next? I'm going to turn this brightness down. So just to catch you guys all up on what I've been working on, we got our VR puppet. Rip, I know. His name was Cliff. He was a good guy, man. Rest in peace, Cliff. I would drink a lot of beer with that dude. Smoked a lot of a lot of green with that dude. Never could keep pace. So we made this flashlight from scratch in about 5 minutes. That was fun. But I'm gonna scope into the light here, and it's too bright, but it doesn't go far enough. Maybe a little too much angle. There we go. That's better. Okay, so next, what should I do next? Okay, before I left out of here, we started, let's do that next, yeah. I'm going to turn on, by the way, Small Boy, welcome. Do you have dreams? Are you a dreamer? Either way, thanks for popping in. Nice to meet you. So before we left off, I was just I just started to add some of these little hills into our ground. Jesus, we got a long ways to go. I won't do too much of this. Darren Green, dude, what's up? Hello. Did I scope the head tracker into the puppet? No. This is just a pre-made. It's a pre-made thing. If you search for, it's just called Shadow Puppet, and it's made by Media Molecule. So Shadow Puppet, you make Mario in VR? Nice. Is Nintendo coming after your ass? Trying to remove it from Dreams like they did all the other Nintendo games? I hope not. Alright, so again earlier, we're going to scope into our ground sphere tools. I'm going to make sure we do stamp scene instead, or stamp shape instead of smear, so that way we can put our blend up all the way. So I'm going to blend all the way up. And now whoa. Now we can start adding some hills. Sorry, I missed that. Is it ready to play in VR? Yeah, Darren, I'll play it in a little bit. I think I saw that one. I wanted VR arms in my final build. Well, I mean, if you want VR arms, they're already made. I mean, there's already stuff pre-made. If you don't want to try to figure out, you know, if I can, I always try to just find stuff that's already made to make it easier on myself, you know. But I'm just going to start throwing down some of these little hills here and there. But yeah, welcome, Darren. How long have you been dreaming? How'd you find the channel? If you guys are ever looking for VR stuff, I do have a lot of VR stuff on my spiders. I got some snowboarding, some music videos, some stuff I'm still working on. So you're assuming for an underwater level to make swimming work. Third person thing, or is it always first person? Just want to know? Well, I'll show you. No, it's first person. I can show you how I made it here. But yeah, it's first person. If I hit L2, hell yeah, dude! Thanks for the sub. I'll sub back if you want me to. But yeah, right now R2 you swim up, L2 you swim down. We're kind of at the ocean's floor right now. But yeah, we can look around. The stupid studio lighting kills me. I mean, I could make it third person, but for VR, I feel like VR just needs to be first person, especially in Dreams, because if you don't have first person in Dreams, it does snap turning. And snap turning just kind of ruins the immersion, you know? It doesn't, it just kind of, you don't feel like you're in it anymore. Well, like I said, I didn't make this puppet. It's just it's just this right here, shadow puppet. All I did was added, yeah, I've never been. Wait, who was that? Oh, Killer. But I mean, if you're talking about if you want this puppet with the flashlight and the swimming physics, yeah, I can do that for you, no problem. I want to show you guys a real cool trick, kind of like what I was showing Killer Artist. No, what's your name? Steven, right? Steve. By the way, I followed you. Let's go to your about 606. Steven, 20 years old. Oh, 20 years of experience. Damn. You're old like me, bro. But small boy, you agree? Oops, I gotta scroll down. First person, yeah. Some stuff is okay. It kind of depends, but yeah, for the most part. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. $45, nice. I just turned 36, so a couple of old dreamers in the stream. Okay, I'm gonna turn the flex down a little bit here. Shit, I miss it. Get it hard, yeah. Oh, same here. Look at me right now. I'm fucking near flying around in VR. Yay! By the way, if you're curious how I made it float, I turned off gravity, and then we have a force applier on R2 to push you up, and a force applier with L2 to push you down. That's how we float on. Okay, forgetful. Yeah, hell yeah. If you don't have VR and play your game in VR, don't. Yeah. You don't get snap turning. Oh. Send you a copy of today's illustration. You're going to send it to me in dreams or what? But yeah, hell yeah, send it to me. I love illustrations. Any kind of like pre-game. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. So, if I hit play here. Okay, hold on. Oh, nice. Right now, for our ocean floor, we just have like these basic weeds here. And just kind of a few different hills going on. Oh, this stupid studio lighting. But a little tip that I like to use that I mean, I'm sure other people use it, but I feel like oh, okay. So I'm going to turn on my grid snap to 8. Let's say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. Let's go 16. Sometimes VR just kills me. So I'm going to copy and paste this whole ground, and I'm going to rotate it, let's say 90 degrees, or whatever that was. And now, because it's a perfect square, I'm going to line it back up with our original thing. Put in great effects. You can make it look like dark blue. Okay. Dark blue, dark blue. Okay. So I rotated it, so now, and I'm also going to change the flex. So instead of instead of our streaky, I'm going to change it to Baroque. And then I'm also going to change the color a little bit. Not a whole lot, but I'll just kind of tweak a few things here and there. Maybe change a little more shiny, maybe a little less waxy. And then I'm going to line it up with our original square. So now I basically doubled the thickness. I'm going to turn off our studio lighting. God. If I ever talk to Media Molecule, I'm going to tell them to fix their studio lighting. I'm just going to let it adjust for a sec here. So now if we go back to play mode, now instead of only having the one fleck, we have two. And also because I've rotated the whole surface, instead of having those one hills, they're all completely different and they kind of blend into each other. I gotta turn off those footsteps. So I don't know if I know I did that kind of fast, but it's just a really good way to kind of, if you make a big landscape, it just kind of helps with making it just look a little more unique instead of like looking at like you have a big bland landscape that just doesn't really change at all. This way you can kind of, I don't know, looks different. Anyways, let's do a quick save before my game crashes and I lose everything. All right, so Small Boy says to put in some great effects. Sure, why not? Let's give it a little check out. And like I explained earlier, I always like to make a microchip. Let's move this microchip over here. I always like to make a microchip and put all my effects and my sun and my sounds into one microchip. And I actually don't have a grade and effects gadget yet, so good call. So let's do that. Grade and effects. Underutilized gadget, if you ask me. Let's turn grid snap is a little too. I've heard it's good, but is it called Beat Saber? It's called like Elite Saber. Yeah, I probably need the move controllers for that though, don't I? Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the studio lighting. So if you're not familiar with the grades and effects gadgets, this is kind of where you can change anything from the brightness of your system, your set, your dream, your creation. You can change the contrast. You can change the saturation, the hue cycle. You can add custom, like you can edit like the darks and the lights and the medium colors. You can add vignette. In fact, I was curious about that. Curious how vignette affects the VR. See, that might actually be really helpful. Because if I don't have vignette, let's turn it up all the way. Ooh. Because one thing that's a little immersion breaking of the VR headset is that it's almost like you're looking through binoculars. But that'll kind of soften that up. Bloom. Let's crank that up all the way. Ooh, that's kind of nice actually. Let's lens flare. Killer. Hell yeah, thanks a bunch. I'm going to jump back into my game with your suggestion. Appreciate it. Update and publish it. Cool, dude. Hell yeah. Get your dreaming on, man. Don't waste your time watching my dumbass. Make some more dreams. But yeah, good luck. Anytime, hit me up or, share with me anything that you'd like to share. I'd be happy to check it out. I try to stream a couple times a week. Let's see, I like to sharpen a little bit. Ooh, what if I turn the motion blur all the way up? Does that affect VR? Nope. How about this conclusion? Does that affect VR? Doubt it. Nope. Later, Steve. Nice meeting you, dude. Friends for life. Do you like horror games? Just found this channel. Hell yeah, I like horror games. I played The Forest last night until like 5 in the morning. Bad idea. No, it was fun. I had a really good time, actually. Can I do... Does this affect it? No. It's weird. Some things just don't affect VR. Besties. Ride or die. You my ride or die, girl. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about you, forgetful. Get it? Forget. Oh yeah, I was going to check out your creation here. Sorry, I forgot. I'll do that right now. But yeah, we're getting underwater. It's feeling a little more underwater every time we edit a little bit. There's a few things that'll really make a big difference. Once I add like some little speckles, like some dust speckles, so that it kind of gives us a little more depth. Anyway. Alright, you just sent it to me, right? Let's check that out. You know, you sent it to me on PSN. Shit. Nah, fuck it. Let's check it out. Sorry, you won't be able to see this, guys. Oops. Dude, forgetful designs, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I just checked it out. Dude, that's awesome. It reminds me of like lo-fi hip-hop videos. What's up, Darren? Welcome back, my dude. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. It made me feel at peace. For maybe just kind of feel serene, you know. Just needs to be like a little rain in the background or something is what I picture. Very cool. Small boy. You love horror games. The only problem I played a game so scary, nothing compared. Nothing ever. What was the game? Cup of tea? Little honey? Little black tea? Little honey? What was the game that was so scary, nothing ever compared? I gotta know. Can I guess? Was it over? What's that game called? What's it called? Shit. Under. I don't know. I forget. Excuse me. Mario VR. Oh, you want me to check it out, Darren? Oops, sorry. God dang it. Whoa. Hold on. Outlast! That's the game I was trying to fucking remember. Yeah, that game is crazy scary. One of my favorite horror games ever, actually. And sorry about that. Whenever I like adjust my headset, it kind of gets all janky. There we go. Okay, it's working. All right. Anyway. All right, Mr. Mario. Let's check it out. Darren, remind me what's your PSN again? Sorry. It's a Mario. Viper GTS. Okay. Oops. Okay. Better not have any copyrighted audio. If it does, I'm going to have to back out. Viper. Whoa, come on. There he is. Got the devil horns. What's up, dude? Give you a follow. You got 134 followers. Only 11 following? Oh, are you following me? How dare you not follow me? I feel betrayed. I feel neglected. Just kidding. All right. Ooh, there it is. Mario VR. 200 thumbs up. What else you got in here? Alien. 6 levels. You an Alien fan? I just followed you. Yep. I was just joking. But by the way, I do love Alien. Ridley Scott is my favorite director. Have you ever seen the movie Legend? Tom Cruise? Amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Go watch it. Ridley Scott, Legend. Tom Cruise. Yahoo! Oh yeah, this is Mario 64. Remixable too, damn. To the east. Whoa. Not bad. Cool, dude. How'd I just double jump? Oh. Feel like I'm playing the N64 again. Whoa. Should have a checkpoint up there. There's like 50 death plants. Needs a little work. Come on. Alright. Not bad. Run slow. Oh, okay. I'll try it one more time. Sure, I'll check it out. What's your PSN there, small boy? If that is your real name. God damn it. I suck at these kind of games, sorry. What's your PSN there, small boy? I'll check it out. I've never been a big platformer fan. I don't really stream them. Ooh, this must be a big game if it's... Yeah. Ooh, this is cute. What's your PSN, small boy? I'll check it out. Pretty good textures, not bad. Butterfly. Hey. I like the music. Not bad. Give her a thumbs up. Did I miss something there? Like, I don't see like a... Oh, over here. You might want to make that more obvious. I think most people will just like quit. Put like a sign, put like a post right here or something. Like right here. Anything. Zoop dog. Okay. Let's look at this a little bit more. I like your lighting here. I like the textures. It's 4 levels. I'll admit I'm a little picky. If it doesn't blow my mind, I might have to move on. Oh, what's going on? Oh, Metallica. Can't remember anything. Can't tell if it's true or dream. Deep inside. Oh, my breath is I wish for death. Please God break me. I saw Metallica in concert. About 17 years ago. It was awesome. I have an amazing story from that concert. Good times. You like Metallica? Sweet. What's your favorite album? I'd say I'd go with Master of Puppets, maybe Ride the Lightning. One of those two. Controversially, I do like the Black Album. I know a lot of people might hate on me for that, but I do like it. And I really like some of their cover songs. They covered a few, like... They covered, what's a Skynyrd song that they covered? Simple Man, I think. My eyes speak of reality. They covered that one too. That's a good cover. I did not like Saint Anger, though. That album kind of sucked. Whoa, we're in the Amazon. Alright, let's check out. I'll definitely play this whole thing eventually here, Viper. Just not right now. So you said Zoop Dog. Zoop Dog. There he is. You're following one person. It better be me. You better be me. Oh, you motherfucker. Just kidding. I'll give you a follow. Just kidding. You like small channels when they do live streams and I make games for this other guy? Okay. Yeah, my channel's pretty small. It's slowly growing, but, you know, it is what it is. I just like to hang out. More of a hobby. I don't make any money. I don't monetize my shit. What do you want me to play here? Final Days? Probably. Whoa. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out. Don't worry. Whoa. What the hell just happened? Final Days. What? Just what? It's like a zombie game or something. Needs a little work. Am I a zombie? What's that, dude? What just happened? I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Oh, Resident Evil? You must like your horror games. I don't know. You might not be VR compatible, or you didn't. Maybe you made it VR compatible, but you didn't upload it. Not sure. Ooh. That's cool. Oops, I should thumb that up. There's a thumbs up. No. Let's go back to my creation. Creation. Okay, there's a big thing I'm about to add next here. Basically like particles in the water. So right now the water is perfectly crystal clear, even though it's dark. Let's add some creepy little crusty particles. So I'm gonna try to make my own first. It's been a while. Let's do. It's been a while. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Round camera. This is just a test right now. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a sec. Oh, so we can do that maybe. Let's see. Ooh, check that out. I just made that in like 12 seconds. It's not what I'm trying to do though. Let's exit and try it again. Don't save. Actually, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say it sucks, but I mean, it's a little confusing. You might want to make it a little more clear what the hell's going on. But no, it didn't suck. I'm gonna play this for you guys real quick. I'll be right back. This is I got third place in the community jam, theater community jam for this one. It's an original song that I wrote, and I recorded it completely in Dreams. I gotta take my headset off though, so I'll be right back.
It's likely a lonely little bird with a broken wing. We'll never fly and soon we'll die. But maybe that bird with a broken wing decides to defy. She tries anyway and flies away. She'll sway like the trees on a day with the breeze, blowing waves on the seas under the skies, golden glow fireflies while the snow is playing down a rainbow. Chance that some rains in the riverbed as it starts to rain.
Hey, we're back in VR.
Despite the rain night, they
How did I guess it was a zombie game? Well, the name of it kind of sounded like a zombie game. And then, like, the car seemed to be, like, on fire. And then the fact that you were, like, laying on the ground and then you got up. Yeah, this was my first community jam winner. Third place. Didn't win it. What's the volume going on there? But yeah, I got third place in that community jam, but I got second place. If you guys ever heard of Chill Borders, I got second place for this one. A little more proud of that one. That one's... But let's see here. One sec, I gotta... Uh-oh. Oh. Thanks for the invite.
Bro.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding. I'm actually streaming right now, so don't say anything bad. I'll end my stream here. I'm gonna finish the stream here soon, and then I'll pop in with you, duders. Nice. Cool. All right, I'll be giving you like 5-10. Alright, sorry. Hopefully you can still hear me. You got some metal music on there? You like metal? You want to see some motherfucking metal? I've got I got a little metal. I made a headbanging simulator. How does that sound? Well, let's do the music video, actually. It's a little more stream friendly. Oh, you gotta post it still? Here's an old creation I had made. You like this shit, Danny? Darren? I mean, sorry, Danny. Yeah, if this ain't metal, I don't know what metal is. We're up in hell right now. Wanna die? Singer's my favorite. Yeah. The bass player, I mean the drummer is really cool too. The singer is I kind of animated him pretty accurately. Yeah, make it VR compatible and I'll play it next time. I'll probably be streaming, sometime this week. Yeah, dude, I love Slipknot. I actually saw Slipknot live once. It was fucking crazy. I'm still exhausted. 12 years later. Yeah, it's cool. But so that's a music video. But then I also made a headbanging simulator. Play that real quick. So this you can actually possess the puppets and then headbanging with your controller. So I'm actually moving my controller around right now to headbang with this guy. So he's You can either let him play, or if I possess him, and I can move my controller and headbang with him. This is me moving my controller around. Glitch it out if you really want to. Anyway, check that out. Spiders. Headbanging simulator. God, I love dreams. Oh boy. But I don't know if you guys could hear me chatting with my buddies there. They're playing The Forest, which is a sweet survival game, and my throat hurts. I need to stop talking and get on something else. But yeah, hell yeah, rock on, dude. Devil horns. Dreams is life. Dreams is love. Did you get that from me? I always type that into people's... I always say, dreams is life, dreams is love. Whoa. You're gonna go real quick? Whatever that means. But no, I think I'm gonna end the stream. It was nice meeting some of you guys. I really appreciate hanging out, and you know, I kind of like to just stream, just to kind of socialize and hang out. You know, I don't have any advertisements or ask for any money. I like to help. So if you guys ever have any questions, you know, I have a lot of tutorials, and if you have any specific questions, just comment on really any of my videos, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, I don't know. It's Sunday night. What time is it? 11:30 for me. Play a little Forest with my buddies. Take it easy and keep it greasy. Same to you, Forgetful. My man. Be well, Darren. That's good. You be well yourself, my kind sir. But yeah, here's the underwater level. It's getting there. Still a long ways to go. I don't know really what I'm going to do with this eventually, but for now, we got a flashlight and some spooky stuff. So yeah, until next time, my friends. Love you guys, and yeah, hit me up on YouTube, or my Instagram is CleverTrevArt. If you want to find me there, I should have it in the description here, but now whatever. But yeah, take her easy. Dream on, friends. CleverTrev over and out. Click. All right, how do I end this stream? Close application. There we go.